everyone, this is Kenix from AFA Arts for All, and today we're going to do a basic still life painting session. So I already sketched out the basic shape of the objects I set up here, and today we're going to mainly focus on these three objects: the pear, and then the little bucket, and the tomato. We'll loosely sketch out the painted the fabric as well, but I will just do a really rough shape of the fabric, but I will focus more on the objects. Okay, so I used a very basic set of acrylic paints, and we have, I'm not sure if you can capture this, but we have cadmium yellow medium, cadmium orange, cadmium red medium, ultramarine blue, dioxide purple, and phthalo green, and burnt umber. We don't have black here, but if you need black, we can just mix the, black out of these colors. So I already sketched out the basic shape, and I will use some light color to confirm this shape first. So this image comes out from the observation from my angle, and it might not be the image you saw from your angle, but you get the idea. I will also use red to mark out the shape of the pear. It doesn't matter because we will cover it up later. And here's the bucket. I try to mark out the shape of the shadow as well. Here we have there's a really dark shadow cast on the bucket by the pear. Also, we have shadow on the fabric as well. You can determine these shapes back and forth because that's a good thing about acrylic, that you can always cover up what's underneath, and that's something that's convenient and also reassuring that you won't mess up the whole thing. So you see the pumpkin bucket, we have really dark black there, and I'm just going to mix black with ultramarine blue, cadmium red, brown, basically all the colors together. I'll also make some mix it with some purple here. So right now I'm going to cover up the shape with the basic color they have. So for the pear we have like a yellowish green, and I'm going to mix it with phthalo green and cadmium yellow and some white. I don't want to contaminate the whole jar, so I'm going to don't worry about not getting the color right at the beginning. You can always fix that. I'm also dipping some yellow ochre to make it more brownish. I like to apply the colors thinly at the beginning and then gradually build up. I think the color is a little bit too green. I'm going to add more yellow and ochre. Maybe a little bit of orange as well, because this is not like a bluish green. It's more like a green, like a yellowish green, and red and orange is the complementary color to green. So when you add complementary color to the color, it will make the color more greenish. That's a very basic principle of complementary color mixing. Seems like the expression of this pumpkin, the eyes should be bigger, and I will fix it later. But for now, we're just going to cover up the whole thing. I think there should be more yellow in it. So in terms of the handle and the bottom part of the bucket, it should be green, and this green is much more bright. It's brighter than the green in the pear. It's like a very unnatural neon green. So from my perspective, the bud kit seems more more flat to me because I'm facing it the front side of this bud kit. Maybe from the camera's perspective, is what you see is from the above. Actually, it should be rounder. I will fix everything afterwards. Right now, it's just deciding the big shape first. Different people have different way of working, starting a painting. So somebody started with a very detailed color pencil drawing to figure out all the shapes and all the shadow. But my way of approaching painting is I started with color blocks and then just directly work on the details with brush. Should be rounder here. Okay, so let's finishing up the facial expression of this pumpkin. Usually it's better to mix your own black. You can mix it with a mixture of ultramarine blue and cadmium. You know what, actually I'm going to mix my own black. This black seems very unnatural. Use this tip of the brush. Keep adjusting the shape while I'm coloring. Actually, I think these two triangles are too close to each other. I should have make them more apart. I'm trying to cover this part. We'll use a little bit of brown for the handle, the darkish side of the handle. Okay, right now I'm going to work on the shadow. Oh, actually, I need to finish this. We will apply the second layer to the bucket later. Right now, we're going to work on the pear. So when you look at the pear, the green of the pear is more of like a natural green. So it's not like the green in the bucket. So in order to make it greenish, I can add some complementary color. So the complementary color of the green is red. So I'm adding some red. I'm adding some red to the green to make it grayer. Should be lighter. So I'm also adjusting the shape. So right now, I'm going to add some shadow. You can see this part is much darker, and then this part is that's against the bucket is darker, and this part is a highlight. So I'm going to articulate that now. So roughly the shadow. So for the lighter part, I add some yellow to it. I want to make the transition between the darker part and the lighter part smoother. Actually, this part should be better. Okay, we can also notice that there's a shadow cast by the pear on the bucket. So I'm going to add the shadow on the bucket as well. Since the bucket is a cylinder, there's when you're forming this shape, there's the shadow side and also the highlight side as well. So right now I'm going to articulate the shape of the cylinder as well. So you need to work back and forth to fix the shape and fix the shadow. So remember, the shadow is not the back side of the highlight, if you know what I mean. So this part is a highlight and this part is a shadow, and these two parts are the reflection of the light, but it's not the highlight. Okay, I'm going to work on a tomato now. So same thing, there's darker side down here. And I added some ultramarine blue, the complementary color, to make it darker. I'm running out of yellow and red in my palette. I'm going to get some. Okay, I'm back. Just a little bit too orangey. I should also add the leaves on top as well. You see on the tomato there's a lot of dots of highlights here, here, and here. We're going to add that later. Actually, I need to make this shape fatter here. I'm going to add highlights to the tomato. I'm going to blend it. should actually clean this brush. Now it has a lot of brown in it. There's a lot of details in this tomato. Need to articulate every curves. So the right side of the tomato is actually flatter. This side is flatter than this side. This side is rounder. I think I'm going to distinguish that as well. And cover up everything first. So I think that's pretty much it. And of course, there are more details that you can go on, but due to the limits of the time we have here, so we are going to call it a painting for now. And if you want to work on the wrinkles on the fabric and also maybe the contact point of these objects, you can definitely go into that more. But yeah, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.